Castleberry and Ellis, or those cases have a different announcement?
Judge, I, on behalf of Mr. Castleberry, we are hoping, and he is prepared, but I haven't spoken to his attorney, so I can't confirm that.
Okay, he said he sent his phone number by chat, I guess.
I didn't see it. I tried to chat to him. I didn't get a response.
Yeah, I saw it too. Let me.
Oh, maybe I'm just blind. That's probably the case.
Let's see. Yeah.
Hello?
I'll send it to you. I'll see in the chat. I'll send it to you.
Okay, thank you.
Can I communicate with someone?
Sir, what is your name?
Who are you?
This is Austin Castleberry.
All right.
And Mr. Castleberry, we spoke via phone. Hang on one second.
All right, I'm going to send it to you, Attorney Taylor.
There's a big misunderstanding here.
Because you have you hear me, Attorney? I'm going to send the number to you because you have your separate computer, okay? For Attorney Ford. All right.
Absolutely.
All right, thank you.
Mr. Castleberry, I'm going to give you a call.
Please call Mr. Castleberry because he doesn't understand what the process is.
No, I spoke with someone, but there's a big misunderstanding here. I need to speak. Okay, I'm sorry. I just.
Sir, you spoke with me. I was
yes
to represent you. If there's a misunderstanding, let me call you back and we can clear up.
Okay, please call me. Yes, please call me.
Calm down, sir.
Okay.
Your Honor, brief announcement.
Yes, Mr. Ford.
Thank you so much. Ms. Ellis and I have spent a lot of time talking about her situation, and I regret to announce that she is not going to resolve the case today by a plea, but is desirous of requesting a trial.
Okay, well, that sounds like what Mr. Castleberry is saying because he's yelling.
That's not what I'm saying.
Okay, Mr. Castleberry, be quiet, please. So, all right. So, if Ms. Ellis,
I would suggest, Your Honor, rather than we put it down on a calendar call date where you can resolve cases, I'm still cautiously optimistic this can get resolved short of us picking a jury.
All right, that's fine. So we'll go ahead. Mr. Castleberry, you cannot influence Miss Ellis's conversation.
It's my fault. It's not her fault at all.
Mr. Castleberry.
Jesus Christ.
Sir.
First of all, sir, I'm gonna need you to show me your face. If we're gonna have an argument,
I'm trying to show. I'm not arguing, Your Honor. But what?
There is a way that this goes, Mr. Castleberry, and you're trying to shortcut it because
I'm not trying to do. Your Honor, please. I am not trying to shortcut anything.
And stop cutting the judge off. She's trying to talk to you.
Allow her to
Thank
speak.
you.
I'm sorry. Yes, I'm sorry.
Okay, so Mr. Castleberry, you and Miss Ellis are two separate individuals. Okay, I get that you think you're trying to help, but she has the right to proceed in her case any way she wants to within the bounds of the law. And if she feels like she wishes to have a trial, then you're yelling and saying it's a misunderstanding. That's not going to make a difference. She has to understand the case from her perspective and make choices based on what she wants to do, based on the conversation and information she's received from her attorney. That is her right under the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of Georgia. Even though you think you might be doing the right thing, that has nothing to do with the decision that she makes for her case. Now, you can make whatever decision you wish to make in your case, but please don't try and impede her from making whatever decision she feels is right for her. Do you understand?
Absolutely, Your Honor.
All right. Now deal with Mr. Lynch about your case.
Okay.
Your Honor, obviously, in the event Mr. Castleberry resolves his case and that inspires the state to so dismiss Miss Ellis's case, then of course.
I mean, that's fine with me if that happens, but at this point,
that's the direction I was going. I thought we was going in that direction.
Mr. Castleberry, please wait. I'm going to contact you and I'm going to explain what's going on. And I would hope to get that result, but you please stop talking out in court. It's not helping you.
Okay, can you call me? Can you call me now, please?
Yes, sir. I'm in the courtroom and I have to be here for these announcements. What I would ask you to do is mute yourself and wait for me to call you.
Can I ask you a question, sir?
Not now, not in this.
Is there a time frame that I'm going to be waiting to hear hear your call?
You gonna be waiting as long as I say you waiting. Now stop. Now you just you're doing too much right now.
No. I mean,
your case is not taking precedence over anybody else's case. Wait your turn. He's already spent like 15 minutes talking to you. Be quiet.
Okay.
He's gonna call you.
Okay, ma'am.
And
Your Honor.
What is going on, Mr. Ellis? But Mr. Castleberry is trying to get back to you by any means possible. You make the best decision for you. Okay.
We're going to
if that's not guilty at this point, yes. Mr. Ford, that's fine. Miss Ellis, all right. I'm recording you're not guilty. Miss Ellis, I believe that you have bond conditions in your case that would require you to not have contact with a particular individual. Review your bond conditions. Make sure that you do not have any contact, not even through a third party sending you a message. You understand? And because if you did, you could be arrested, have your bond revoked, and you could spend the rest of your time in jail until your case is resolved. And you could also be charged with additional misdemeanors or felonies. So I just advise that you not have any contact with Mr. Castleberry or anyone else listed on your bond conditions until such time as you're released from that, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and Ms. Ellis, make whatever is the best decision for you, because Mr. Castleberry shouldn't even be contacting you or calling you or having any connection with you at all. So if he does, he also is subject to having his bond revoked, to spending the remainder of that time in jail and possibly being charged with additional misdemeanors or felonies. Do you understand, Mr. Castleberry?
I completely understand, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, Ms. Ellis, you're free to go at this time, ma'am.
Thank you for your time, Your Honor.
Keep in touch with your attorney.
Okay.
And we are entering a not guilty at this time.
All right. So, Mr. Prejean, you have heard my speech about your bond conditions. You probably have conditions on your bond that say that you're not to have any contact with an additional with individuals listed. You're not to go to possibly the location. If you were to violate the bond conditions, you could be rearrested and spend the remainder of that time in jail. You could also go be charged with additional misdemeanors or felonies. Now, I say this because I see a Brandy Prejean on the calendar.
Yes, ma'am, I'm here.
All right. So, Ms. Prejean, if you are the alleged victim in this case, please understand that even if you initiate the contact with Mr. Prejean and he responds, then that is still a violation of my order. Until such time as the order is changed, he is not to have any contact with you if you are listed on that bond condition order. I don't care if y'all have children. I don't care if bills are due. I don't care about any of that. He can pay the bills directly through whatever website the utility company or whatever has. But you are not.
He's not my husband or nothing like that. He's my brother, and we don't have no contact. And the way how I see it right now, I'm over this case, and he's still my brother. We gonna go through it, but
yes, ma'am. That's all.
I just want to drop the charges. I don't want to have anything to do with it anymore.
We don't drop charges. I'm sorry. Once charges are filed and they get to this point, we don't drop charges. But you can deal with the solicitor's office and give them information because you would be their witness in the case. Okay.
Yeah, she had told me to tell you that when she called me and emailed me the information for the Zoom. She told me
but I don't drop charges. The state has to drop charges. That's up to them.
I understand.
That's not me.
Okay.
All right. So, Mr. Prejean, you're free to go at this time. All right. Aaron Vaughn.
Mr. George?
Oh, yes, ma'am.
So, Mr. George, I make this announcement at every traffic arraignment before you sign up not guilty that if you have a commercial driver's license, you should have done your research before you come to trial. You had plenty of time since your arraignment to figure out what might happen to your commercial driver's license. Why are we just now going to do some research?
Miss,
this is your livelihood.
I understand that, Miss. I just had a lot.
You should have been doing the research from the time you got the ticket. Why would you wait?
I understand that, ma'am. I just had a lot of life situations going on
look,
that
if
just.
you want to be able to pay for your life, you want to keep your CDL. If somebody said to me that there's a threat to your bar license, as soon as they say there's a threat, I'm looking it up. I'm trying to figure out what it is. I'm defending it. You gonna wait until the day of your trial to say you got to do research? And I tell people this.
I understand that, man, but you know what? It's no excuse to you for that. I can't even give an excuse. I'm not even.
It's not for me. It's for you.
No, I understand.
The reason I warn people is because I know this can affect your ability to drive and earn a living. But if I warn you and I give you plenty of time, what you wasting that time on? It's a phone call.
You're right. You're right, ma'am. You're right. I'm not even gonna. I
just don't understand, folk. Folk driving without a license when it takes $40 to go down to DMV and get a license. They're risking $500 and $700 fines with no life. I just don't understand why people don't make practical, real life decisions. We always risking something. All right, Mr. George, I'll come back to you after this trial, but by then I'm moving forward.
Okay, no problem.
All right, Miss Lewis.
Hello?
All right, Mr. George. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Miss Andrew said you had a question for me.
Yes, I wanted to know: is it possible? Can I get a continuance so I can get a lawyer?
All right,
I really don't need to be beat down with this.
I'm not beating you down. I gave you the opportunity.
No, I didn't know, ma'am. I didn't say. I never said you were beating me down. I mean, I said I'm talking about myself. I don't need to get beat down because of my trucking company, and I'm already being beat down with insurance. And this is something that they're looking for to really just.
All right, sir. Did you want to issue a not guilty and go on the state court calendar for arraignment?
Yes, ma'am. Not guilty, and try to get a court date and get a lawyer.
All right, we'll send you your court date in the mail. Please have your attorney. Engage your attorney services well before the date of your court. You need to start now.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. I appreciate it.
All right, thank you all. Miss Chang.
Your Honor, Mr. Lucy was sentenced on April 16th, 2024 and was released on this case. However, he remained incarcerated on a Superior Court case, and he has now this new charge from August 12, 2024. We're recommending that 4 months be revoked, credit for time served since April 16th, 2024, and close this case.
All right, Mr. Lucy, how old are you?
21.
Okay, so Mr. Lucy, how long you plan on just being in and out of jail?
To be honest, Your Honor, this is really my last year when I get done with my other case in my other county. Because I just found out a couple of weeks ago before I got sent to the hole that I have a son out there.
So this is the daddy you want him to have?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so what's your plan for not being this dad?
Well, really, I don't get a job, take care of my son, and hope to get back in school.
Okay. Now, Mr. Lucy, you can say those things, but let me just tell you, first of all, don't have no more sons. Right now, you got one child that you got to take care of. Concentrate on that one child. Condoms are cheaper than child support or child care. You don't need another baby until you get yourself on your feet. And even then, you need to get yourself established and stabilized. Do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
Just going around having babies, that's not a good thing. People think, oh, yeah, man, you know, I got this baby, I got that baby. But that's not a good thing, because think about the babies. You thinking about how proud you are because you can make babies. But think about what happens to those babies. Here you are in jail. That baby hasn't had you in its life or helping the mom or doing anything for the baby. So that's just not fair. You don't bring babies into the world to be able to brag about them. You bring them into the world to make them into good human beings. And if you're not there, you can't do that. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So you have all the sex you want. I don't care. But condoms, cheaper than child support or child care. And don't bring a whole bunch of babies in here that you're not taking care of. Because you know who's been taking care of that baby? The grandparents. Whatever mama, she's needed help from her family. So you just making babies for grandparents to take care of. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that's fair to them?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so don't make no babies for somebody else to have to take care of. All right, so I'm gonna revoke 4 months and then I'll give you credit for time served and we're gonna close this case.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm serious, Mr. Lucy. Listen carefully to what I'm saying, because you don't want to put babies out there that aren't being taken care of, just for the point of saying, yeah, man, I got babies. Okay? That's just not fair. That's not right. All right, so I have noted that you remained in jail on another case. The court will revoke 4 months with credit for time served, and this case shall be closed instant. Okay, is that what y'all were looking for, Mr. Taylor?
Yes, Your Honor, that's correct.